Time now, let's go live to the trading desk. I got Victor Adair on the line with me. Victor, you probably guessed this one. I want to fire quick. You heard Joseph Schacther, one of our friends, someone you communicate with regularly. What's your take on the oil market?
I'm short, Michael. You know, we talked last week that leading up to the OPEC meeting, where both OPEC and a group of non-OPEC producers agreed to extend their cutbacks, I called that leading up to the meeting as good as it gets for the bullish news on crude oil. We're waiting for an opportunity to get short. The market broke really fast, $3.50 on the day of the announcement. It had a little bit of a bounce after that, and I am now short of crude oil. And speaking of Joseph Schacther, believe me, I have been reading Joseph reports for years, and for our listeners, I'm going to tell you, I think the guy is brilliant. I've made a lot of money paying attention to what Joseph Schacther has to say. If you can get a 2-month trial to his report for $17, you got to take it.
Yeah, good stuff. Just go to moneytalks.net, Vic. Thank you. Let me just quickly, we saw stocks in the U.S. We had some, major highs, or not major highs, but we had new highs, rather.
Yeah, then the stock markets in not only the United States, but in the U.K. and Germany have hit all-time highs. In the Dow Jones, for instance, I mean, it's up 16% from where it was just before the November election. If you annualize that, that's a 30% rate of return since that we've seen since the election time. I tell you, Mike, though, the real knife-edge story for me right now is what's happening to the U.S. dollar. It closed this week with a weekly key reversal down. It's at 8-month lows. This is just after hitting, 14-year highs in the beginning of January. The going forward from here, if the U.S. dollar goes higher or goes lower, it's going to have a huge impact on a lot of markets, and I think it's kind of sitting right on a knife edge here. I've gone short the Canadian dollar, because the relative strength of the U.S. dollar is a real important function on the value of Canada, along with oil and interest rates. But that's going to be the thing to watch. I'm inclined to think the U.S. dollar is making a real important low here and is going to go higher, but I need to see some proof before I go out and buy the U.S. dollar.
Yeah, that's a great example, though, of how you do it properly in trading. You can have an opinion, but you want the verification, the trigger points to verify what that opinion is or what that anticipation is. You don't just jump in, you wait to see it. Well, Vic, we'll be here to chronicle it, watching it very closely, and you'll be here to help us out.
Mike, and I look forward, by the way, to joining you and a lot of the other people at the Special Olympics event. I think it's great that you're promoting it and asking people to give us some support. Money just goes to such a great cause.
Absolutely, Vic, and you've certainly been a big supporter of that tournament, made it possible to be so successful.